Hey everybody, my friends from TrueFire have asked me to create a short lesson on rhythm. So I want to talk about how to make a walking bass swing. Now, a walking bass line, that's just a string of quarter notes usually, right? But to make that feel right takes a bit of finesse. I'm playing a simple 1-6-2-5 chord progression, and I have a click set on 88 for the half notes, so my tempo for the quarter notes is 176, and the click is on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was playing quarter notes right now, right? Can't argue with that. But this, also quarter notes, but these swing, listen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's going on here? Two keywords here. Phrasing, how I get from one note to the other and how I think of the entire arc of my bass line, but also the subdivision. So both of these are crucial. Now, in the first version, what I was hearing inside my mind was binary, meaning 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... It doesn't swing because jazz happens not in a binary world, but in a ternary world. You don't have 2 eighths notes dividing the quarter note exactly by half. Instead, what you get is you have a ternary subdivision. Now, inside my mind, I'm thinking dingala, 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 dingala. What I'm doing is I'm dividing the quarter note by 3 bits. So I'm saying dingala because I don't like to count too much. Gets me into my mind. I want to be in the body. You could also count 1 and da. Even though I am only playing quarter notes, the subdivision comes into play because it determines the note length. If I go 1 and I lift or stop the note right in the middle, it's not going to swing. Or if I don't even pay any attention at all to it, right? And it's going to sound very random and won't swing either. But what I got to do is think ding-a-la. And on the la, or if you prefer counting 1 and da, lift the note, stop the note exactly at that moment. Ding-a-la, 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 1 and da, 2 and da. And to me, anything that's triplet is round. When you dance a waltz, you start turning. Everything that's binary is up and down or square. It's not that one is bad and the other is good. It depends on the style of music you are doing. When I start putting in these little burps, as one of my students calls them, or little skips, right? I do them according to a ternary subdivision. But even if I just stop the note, I'm going to slow this down for you so you can really hear it. And what I also do for the sake of this demonstration is I'm going to demonstrate it with the click on every single quarter note. This is tempo 132, not swinging. (132) swinging. So the difference is where I cut off the note, it's the ding-a-la. Cut it, right? Ding-a-la. In the other version, I was cutting off the note right in the middle. Binary, right between the half point, 1 and 2 and, right? It's like square feel, whereas the other feel is ding-a-la, 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 and that's where I want to be for the swing. Now, some may argue, well, that's when you make little spaces between the notes, and in one version you have exactly an eighth note as a space in between notes, and in the other version you have exactly a third of a quarter note, like the rest of that triplet as a space. So what if you have no space at all? Fair enough. If you have no space at all, you're playing connected, smoothly connected, otherwise known as legato in the classical world, and that sounds like that, and that swings all right. I still have to say, though, in the back of my mind, I got the ding-a-las going because they really help me get into that feel. And whenever I make a little skip or a little rhythmic figure, then it's gonna be according to that subdivision. So much more we could talk about when it comes to making a bass line swinging and effective. We could talk about putting in rhythmic embellishments or giving a slight emphasis on the 2 and the 4, how to serve the song best, how to sound like an upright on the electric bass. Lots more to talk about. I give you 2 different versions on how to make a walking bass line swing. One that was short and one that was long legato. So when do you use what? I'll give you another tip for that. And that tip is when the drummer is on the hi-hat, tick, 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 tick. It's a short sound. Use the shorter phrasing. When the drummer goes to the big right cymbal, ding, ding, a ding, ding, a ling, ding, ding, then you can match that phrasing with the legato version of the walking bass line that I introduced you to. When you want it to swing, do the ding-a-ling. Cheers, everybody. Ari signing off. arisbassblog.com. Come and visit. Cheers.